This next lesson is a pretty fun one. I know what you're thinking. Wow, this is cool. Are we going to be able to do a playground for a project? Because that is really detailed and looks just like a fun playground. Well, actually, I didn't design this playground. There is a place to get some objects for your projects that will sort of add some pizzazz to your projects. You wouldn't want to add too many of these extras because they do tend to, after a while, slow down your project. But if you wanted to put something in the backyard or put a couch in a house or put a music set for someone to play on, like drums or a piano, that's fine. Perhaps you want to put a car in the driveway or in the garage. You could definitely do that. Now let me show you where to go to get some of these objects. In fact, they're called components. So perhaps you've heard of that word before. We just need to go to the component window. So I'm going to click on window and go choose components. And when you go there, any components that you made, like in the rounded windows, like those would be there if you were in the same project. Your person here, Chris, or who I call Stan, is here. And since I added the playground already, the playground here is here, but I didn't create it. I added it from a library, which is online. To get to that library, you'll just click next to the house, and you'll see that there's different types of components here. I'm going to go ahead and go down to transportation because Stan here wants a pretty cool ride. And it took a little bit of time, but I'm going to go ahead and click on, oh yeah, a helicopter, because why not? Why not go to work in a helicopter? I'm going to go ahead and choose the helicopter and just choose download. And it's actually going to download it from the internet. And I'm going to place this helicopter around here, not too close to the park. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my component window, but you'll have to check out the other components that are offered on your own. This lesson is not just to teach you these cool objects and how to decorate your projects. It's actually to teach you a new tool. The tool that we're going to learn is called the rotate tool. Looks like this, and when you hover your mouse on it, it will be called rotate. If you want to get to the rotate tool quicker, you could just press the letter Q. I know it's an odd one to remember. I think it looks a little bit like the protractor. The rotate tool is kind of interesting. It changes colors, like it's green, it can be blue, it can be black, and of course, if I found the right angle, it would turn red as well. And all of these mean different things because when we say rotate, Sketchup doesn't know if you want to rotate it around this way. So if I was to actually rotate it around this way, this would happen, a loop-de-loop. Or if you want to rotate it this way, on the ground. Or maybe if I have it black, it rotates it kind of another way. So you have to tell it which way we want to rotate it. Well, in this case, we want to rotate the helicopter just so it's facing the other direction because we don't want it to fly too close to the playground. Again, I'm going to use the rotate tool. And I want to place it, the protractor, the way I want to rotate it. So if it's here, the helicopter is going to go around this, and this is definitely not how I want to make it work. I'm going to show you anyways, though. To make it work, though, I'm going to click once, and as you see, it's a dashed line, and it's spinning. It doesn't actually start rotating until you've clicked a second time. So I'll click here, and it spins. I don't want it to do a loop-de-loop, though. I want it to spin on the ground, so that takes the blue axis. Go ahead and get the rotate tool again, and since it's blue, I found it easiest to sort of go to the corner, but I do want it to be blue. One thing that helps is once it turns blue, press the shift key down, and then it'll stay blue. No matter where you go in your whole model, it's gonna stay blue. And go to the corner, click, and wherever you started, it's just gonna rotate around that point. I could continue, but honestly, it just takes practice. Remember, there's different ways to rotate. Is it going to rotate forward? Is it going to rotate backward? Is it going to rotate like a loop-de-loop? And the more you practice the tool, the more it will work. I can also rotate my whole playground, which would be kind of fun. So here's the playground rotating, or if it's a different color, it would rotate, let's see, green maybe? It would rotate different ways. With that said, be patient with the tool and practice the tool, and you'll be good at rotating objects.